Good afternoon, it's Honey Owlet Moon here. I wanted to do a wirework tutorial. Well, not really a tutorial with me. It's more of just kind of come with me on my journey and we'll have fun and try new things together. Because basically that's what I'm doing. I've only wireworked one thing. And just last night I found this lady V Charles, capital V, E, and then Charles, Charles. Yes. I just lost her YouTube video. Basically, her YouTube video is titled "How to Wire Wrap Stones That Do Not Have Holes in Them." And she is amazing. I learned a technique that I did not know existed. Because if you ever tried to wire a tumbled stone, you feel like it's like slipping and you're scratching it and you're like getting frustrated and your palms are getting sweaty and you just can't hold on to anything because you're just like irritated. Yeah, that was me. So that's why the only thing I've ever wrapped was quartz crystal with edges to actually hook on to. Which I'm going to show you the technique she taught and how easy, so easy it made it for me. Okay, so this is my first one. Not pretty, but I mean it's pretty in the front, it's not pretty in the back. I can tell you that. But that's okay. Well, it's not pretty in the front either. It's okay. There's a few nice pretty kinks I put in it, but other than that, not really. I've gotten better. Some of them got even better, which is good. With practice, you know. And I've done probably 6 of these. This one was easier because I had edges to hold on to, and I was able to kink them into the edges there. And I actually accidentally made a rune. It's a gift. Gift. The X there. Okay, and actually that's a few runes, if you think of it. Oh, what's the name of that rune? It's like kind of like a Z. So you got that one in there too. That probably means something. I'm gonna look it up. But yes, so I'm going to show you right now. Also, I wanted to show you my very first attempt at a tree of life. And I was making this for my mom because, well, she wanted the jade, and she always liked the tree of life, so I thought she'd like this. And this is my very first attempt, kind of like the wind's blowing the wire. This is what happens when you make the wire too long, and the root's too big. So you just don't have that much room. So learning process. Instead of a moon, I put a sun. I thought it needed a sun. So that was my first attempt. It's okay. But you know what helped me? If you're wiring and connecting around a circular bars, get one of these bad boys, man. These work great because you can snap it and you can roll it over. So easy. A lot easier than just wired needle nose pliers because it actually has a curve. So imagine doing all these with a straight edge, just like to wrap these, and none of them are catching. Nope. So Alright, on to it. I'm going to show you what I've learned. So, stick with me. Welcome, honey. Owlet Moon here. This is probably the second time I tried making this video. I was recording down here and it was what I was working on was not in the picture. Anyways, it was this one I wire worked. But you didn't get to see it. Okay, let's do another one. I know that one. The full moon is out tonight. Okay. Ooh, beautiful fluorite. Right. Ooh. Okay, it's alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a glass of water. We're gonna get a tissue. Square piece of tissue. A tissue. Oh, Bill Hader. Okay. Yeah. And so we're just going to kind of wrap it. Keep in mind, if you're wrapping a small stone, you might not need the whole piece of tissue. Because I try to keep it wrapped about even all the way around. Because when you wrap it, you're going to have space in between the stone and the wire, given the tissue paper. Alright, so if I'm wrapping a pointed stone, it's a lot easier when you're starting out to make sure the point is pointing down, because then they'll sit kind of like in a carriage. In a net. Carriage. So cheesy. Okay, so alright, so for about the stone, probably need less, but I'm gonna go with a foot. A foot of wire. Bone width. There. Okay. And I'm just estimating. It's not down to the inch or the centimeter, or millimeter, whatever. Not perfect. Okay. I'm using copper. Copper wire is more durable, I guess, when you're making mistakes and when you're bending it a lot. It has more give before it breaks, as far as I know. Okay, so alright, so I go about 1 inch in. I say about. And I'm making the holder. I'm gonna do it up here, and whether you can see what I'm doing or not, I don't know. I'll try to make sure. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm wrapping it around, turning it, holding it, wrapping it some more, and pulling on each end, make sure it's tight. Make sure it's tight. So I'm going to take it out, put it back in, wrap it some more. How heavy is your stone? Gotta think, how heavy is your stone you're wrapping? How much clasp do I need? So I just need, I got 2 on there. That'll be fine. Okay. I don't need the water. Well, I do. I do need the water. Oh my gosh. I don't need the water for wrapping. Oh my gosh. Get your shit together. Okay. So the point's down here. Don't know which side is the face, though, that I want to use. I can't remember. Geez, Shauna. If you know which side you want to be the face, it might help before you wrap it. But we're just going to go right into it. So, basically, you place the circle part, clasp part, on top, where you want it to sit. You hold it there. Best to your abilities. You can even lay it flat if that helps. And then you just start wrapping. You just start wrapping. Ooh. I'm gonna come down this way. I'm gonna come up that way. And if you have a lot of wire to work with, you can wrap it a whole bunch. Which, frankly, I think that's the best, because you know you might have the best secured, and sometimes it's not a bad idea to kind of go under one you already wrapped. Yeah. Like, thread the needle under that wire. Wrap it as tight as you can, because it's going to have give anyways, so keep that in mind. Okay, so this is what it looks like. I almost made a star, look at that. Almost. You can make a star if you wanted to. Some people even leave extra to make spirals, so you can take this extra one and you make a spiral with it. So I'm going to figure out what I want to do after I take the tissue off. Take a glass of water. You take your thing. You put it in there. You sit it in there for probably just a few seconds. Just wait a few seconds. Okay, and we're back. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out. Over the cup, I'm going to squeeze it out. I don't need all that. Okay, so take off all this tissue. Just take it out with your fingers. Or you can take it out with your pliers. If you have a lot wrapped and you don't have very much surface area to pull it out from, just be careful if you do use your tool not to scratch your stone. Okay? I mean, a lot of this is a given, but you know, hey. You never know. Okay. So, you got that. Let's kind of try to dry this off a little bit. Right. Okay, keep in mind, your stone is hanging loose in there. So how do we tighten this up? Well, first of all, I need to figure out which side I want to be the front. Oh, there's still more tissue. Look at that. I do want this side. Okay. I want this side to be the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start on the back a little bit, because I don't want too many kinks in the front. Tool, right tool. That's where you get your needle nose pliers. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this down. Oh my gosh. I got my bag. I'm going to bring this down to, you can see that. And I'm right here. Maybe a little bit more. Okay. So from here, I'm going to take this and I'm going to kink it down. Okay. So when you twist it this way, you're pulling this one down and this one up. So keep in mind, especially, I don't mind that going up. I don't mind this moving. Oh my gosh, what did I do? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I want this going this way. It's more important. It's more important to me. Oh. Wow. Okay, I wrapped this one pretty okay because it's pretty stable in the net. This seems a little loose right here, so I'm going to have to figure out how to tighten it up more. This is the one that slipped away from me. Alright, which works out great because I didn't want it too kinky. I didn't want it too kinky in the front, just kinky in the back. So whichever way it spins. Okay, alright. Let's tighten that up a little bit more. And there. See, this is what your back would look like. So this is just a starting out. Once I did this technique a few times, I was able to do it without the tissue. And then I was able to make it tighter and less kinky. So there's that. So there's one way. Now, what do I want to do with these? Do I want to make a spiral? I don't know. And I really could make one right here. That would be cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I'm going to slip it through. It's going to be able to lift that up. Alright. What am I going to do with this? Excuse me. I'm going to wrap this around to secure it before I start doing anything like that. Anything too crazy. Haha! Oh my! Okay, so what am I going to do? I'm going to take this. Do I want a big spiral? I don't know. I don't know yet. But I must just start wrapping. I'm going to wrap it a little further down each time because I want it to spiral nice. Or at least the idea of spiraling nice. Spiraling nice. But, you know, then again, it might not work out. So I can see that maybe it's spiraling okay. Heck, I can do the rest with my fingers. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know if you want it facing downwards, just twist it one more time and it's good. Okay. There's that. And it can be lifted. How do I want it? I could leave it on the side. I can probably bring it up, put it in the middle if I wanted to. I can bring it. Hey, you know what? I'm not a professional, so, you know, make it your own. I'm gonna bring it back down. I'm gonna do this. This is how I am. I'm gonna bring it over. I'm gonna bring it over. I'm gonna lay it right here. That's where I want it. At least now I do. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna make this tighter. This one's just... Okay. I've messed around with this one enough. Does this need to go over? Yes. How do I get it to stay over that way? What I could do is hook this one underneath that one. You know, some people use glue, and they like to glue the wire to it, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to try to avoid that. you know? But again, you're learning this with me. We're just experimenting. Just a bunch of... Okay. So, there's that. My stone spiral on top, so when she wears it, when she looks down, it's for my friend. Kind of, oh, that's a piece of tissue paper in the front. Oh, a white spot is a piece of tissue paper. Here we go. Yep. And when whoever wears it, when they look down, they'll see a spiral. Yay, that's kind of nice. And I'm just gonna cut that piece off and wrap it and secure it. We use needle nose pliers. So, and again, I am not a professional. I'm working towards getting better, and you're coming on the ride with me. So, whether it's brand new stuff like this I'm getting into, or hopefully a few years down the road I'll be better. And you know, I think we're all here to learn from each other. Whether you learn from my mistakes or whether I learn from other people's experiences, like this technique. I didn't know it existed until I started watching YouTube videos. So get on there, check V Charles out. I really loved her videos, so I'm going to keep watching her and learning, and hopefully I'll do good. Okay? So I just want to say thank you again for coming with me on this journey, and till next time, blessed be.